Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be drawing Banana Man once again, the little man with the pumpkin on his head, and we are going to give him a sword. He's going to have a sword. So we're going to get right into drawing him. Hold on, I'm trying to think of how I want him to go. We're going to try and use the stuff that I've been learning, but I have not tried to actually apply the stuff I've been learning to a drawing just yet, so I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go. I don't know if it's going to help, I don't know if it's going to hurt the drawing, I don't know if it's going to be easier, harder. We're going to be figuring all that stuff out right now. Usually I like to figure this stuff out before I start the videos, but not today, because I told someone I'd draw Banana Man. And I kind of want to draw Banana Man with a sword again. Although I was also kind of thinking of not giving him a sword. But we're going to give him a sword. We're going to give him a sword here. Banana Man does use all kinds of weapons, but he's going to be using a sword right here. And I was thinking about giving him a bow is what I was going to do. Maybe I can do that tomorrow. Who knows? I usually never stick to whatever I say I'm going to draw tomorrow. I mean, I said I was going to draw like a cloak or something today. He is not going to be wearing a cloak. I guess I could give him a cloak, couldn't I? But he's not. I'm not doing that. I don't feel like doing that. Alright. I already started ditching kind of what I've been learning. I should have made him bean first, then added the rib cage in. I learned from practice that it actually makes it a lot better if I wait to add the rib cage and the shoulders, if I do the bean first, which you can see I did not do. That's fine, we're just gonna stick with it. His legs, I have a reference for a photo. That's the only reference I have. I mean, for a pose. I cannot see this guy's legs. He's wearing, I don't know if I think that's a flannel that he's got tied around his legs. I might just give Banana Man that too, since I can't see that guy's legs. I might not. I'm not entirely sure yet. It just really depends on how I'm feeling when I get to that point. So if we give him legs or not, that is up for me to decide in a little bit. Now, looking at the reference, I already fucked up, but you know what? We're just gonna roll with it, see where it takes us. Just keep on going. It doesn't need to be a perfect copy. I mean, this man's not wearing a pumpkin on his head. This man is wearing hair. I don't know where I was going with that. Alright, let's plan out the hands first, which I don't usually do because I don't like to plan out the hands first, actually. But, alright, he has sword. His arm needs to be, I kind of want his arm to be a little more straighter than that. But then we might run into issues with the length of his arm. I don't know. I can already tell you right now, this arm's gonna look fucked up. This one, the one I am currently drawing, this one's gonna look a little fucked up because of the position it's in. I'm not 100% confident in my capabilities to make that not look like a noodle. But I mean, we're still gonna try. We're gonna do everything we can to make it look as good as we can. Looking at the perspective of the sword, I'm also not the best at drawing swords in perspective. So this guy is holding a sword, obviously. I chose a pose with a sword already. But that's actually why I chose this pose. There was two poses I was in between choosing. I chose this one because the perspective of the sword is actually much easier in this one because it's pretty much no perspective at all. It's just this. It's slightly facing us, which I just probably gonna leave out. Not intentionally. I'm gonna try to capture it leaning slightly towards us, but I'm just saying I am probably gonna accidentally mess it up a little bit. So that is why I chose this one over the other one. The other one did kind of look slightly cooler. I might do the other one tomorrow. But like I said earlier, I'm not promising anything. Because I could decide tomorrow, ooh, you know what? I want to draw a banana. Ooh, I want to draw this thingy. Ooh, I want to draw this thingy. The sword, currently, we're just doing something basic just as a placeholder. I will draw an actual sword. I will draw... I like that drawing. I will draw his actual sword. What is it? Was it the next one? Nope. Shit. I think it was the one before this. Okay, it was the one before this. I need to see a sword either way. Okay, so it's kind of large, kind of wide. Got a rolled weird handle, which I don't actually like, but I don't know. Yeah, I like that drawing. I like the sword. I had to use my ruler to make it that flat, and those shoes is actually pretty good, considering how I normally draw shoes, which we will not be drawing his legs here because this man, the reference is cut off at the legs. We're going to recenter that. I don't even actually know if that's recentered. I just moved it. Okay, the reference getting a little messy. But you know what? That's fine. We're going to draw the body first, then worry about the clothes. I like to put the clothes on as I'm doing the reference because it makes it easier and faster, but I think that's the wrong play here. I'm saying this as I'm pretty much done with the thing. The next step is the clothes. I'm saying it a little late, but hey, better late than never, right? Alright, we're drawing his pumpkin, which a lot of times I actually size his pumpkin incorrectly. What I need to do is practice heads, which, by the way, I did not practice heads after that video that I drew heads. I still have not done it, and that was like 5 days ago. But I need to practice heads, and I need to draw a head and then draw a pumpkin over it, because I need to be making sure that I'm drawing his pumpkin proportionate to how big his head needs to be. And I'm realizing right now, this man that I'm drawing has a thick neck. Jesus. It is like this wide. You have no other scale besides my hands to tell how big this is, do you? You don't know how big this sketchbook is. You don't know that it's as big as my forearm. You don't know how big my forearms are. Ruler. Now you have scale. It's a foot long. Oh, it's bigger than my forearm, actually. Alright, yeah. This is a ginormous sketchbook, and I draw something tiny in it every day. Alright, we're doing a quick banana sketch. This is not a banana, it is a pumpkin. That is actually why his name is Banana Man. I accidentally, when I was naming him, I meant to say Pumpkin Man, but I accidentally said Banana. So that's just his name now, is Banana Man. Which I also found out recently that Banana Man is a superhero. If you look it up, it's like it's two things. It's a song, which I actually kind of like that song. And he's also a superhero. I think it was a British show. I genuinely don't remember. I also don't remember which way his eyes go, because I can't fucking remember. Banana Man, where are you? Time to consult. Time to consult. Ginormous head I made of him. Okay, if he's standing like that, first of all, his stem should be pointing that way, then... Actually, that stem's not even accurate, but the scarred eye is that one. Okay, Mr. Banana Man, you go ahead and sit there. You can watch me draw now. Pretty sure I just, put my foot right there. That's fine. So this one is... Oh, no. This one, I was going to draw an oval. That's how his eyes used to be. He used to have oval eyes. He had one circle, one oval, but now I have changed it to a triangle and a circle, which has a crack in it. I call it a scar all the time, but it is a crack. I'm gonna have to positionless, but that's fine. We're gonna leave it for now. We're gonna erase this. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and erase it and add the clothes. I'm very good at talking. Very good at this whole English thing. All right. He looks kind of like a peanut right now. His head's definitely too small, but that's kind of because it looks like this part's missing. That part is there, which is why I need to reposition the eyes. I just need to actually draw the pumpkin before I can add his eyes in, because every time I do it, it looks wrong, unless the pumpkin's like fully done. Which I also need to do a pumpkin study, because I draw his pumpkin incorrectly all the time. All the time. Almost every time I draw his pumpkin, it's incorrect. Now, you could say that it's not incorrect because it's an imaginary character, and that would be entirely correct. That would be right. It is an imaginary character, so I can draw him however the fuck I want. But it's incorrect to me because it looks wrong. Right. Now, he does have a locket. I could actually give him that locket, or it's not a locket, sorry. I could give him that necklace. But I don't remember exactly what it looks like. Hold on. Grab the sketchbook that it's in. And we'll worry about that in a second. How long is this video? Alright, it's only been 11 minutes. Hey, 11 minutes and I did that? I mean, that's not a lot, but like, that's like double or triple the speed I used to be able to do that at. That used to take me like the full video. That's pretty awesome. I'm getting better at this. Oh, let's go. Improvement. Let's freaking go. It's funny that I think it's funny that I'm happy about doing that in 10 minutes. But, you know, hey, that's improvement. You think about it. I used to, like a year ago, I used to not be able to draw like anything. So, it's awesome. Alright, hold on. Let's go ahead and do this, yeah. Okay, then we'll go ahead and do the sleeve right there. There we go. We're gonna have to do the folds a little. Okay, yeah. I still need to work on fabric. I also did not practice fabric. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I ended up getting distracted, realizing it was really late. So I just practiced torsos, boxes, and I think I drew a sword. So I did not do the practice I was supposed to do yesterday. I drew random stuff instead because I was like, I gotta get to bed. Let me just draw something quick that I know how to draw that I can still count as practice. Because if I miss a day of practice, the rules state that I then have to backflip. Yes, that is the rules. If I miss a day of practicing art, I have to learn how to backflip. Well, technically, the rules don't state that I have to learn it. They just say I have to do it. So. And yes, there's rules. I set them. I made them randomly in a video because I ran out of things to talk about. Like right now, how I'm talking about said rules that I made. It's because I ran out of things to talk about. Once we get a shirt down, we'll go ahead and get the locket. Alright, definitely not perfect, but you know, it doesn't seem to be terrible right now. I'm slightly worried about the anatomy on his arms because I did learn some anatomy. I'm not completely like anatomy unknown, so I know not to make them just noodles, but also they end up turning out like noodles because I know that the stuff, but I'm not very good at applying it, if that makes sense. Because, well, I learned it, but didn't learn how to apply it, and then didn't use it, so I have forgotten a large amount of it. Which is what happens, which is why I need to start applying the things I'm learning, like the bean and stuff like that. I need to start applying it to my drawings. The drawings I'm using here, I need to stop just practicing these videos, and I need to apply them, because, well, how else are you gonna improve if you don't actually do the drawings? Alright, There we go. Okay, now this arm is... It's gonna look like what it's gonna look like, but we're gonna try. We're trying. We're still gonna try, but we're not just gonna accept that it's gonna look like shit. We're still gonna try to make it look as good as we can. There's not that much of the arm, like, right? So, like, it can't look like that much shit. So that's one good thing. Yeah. That's not terrible. It's not great. It's not terrible. I want to add, this guy has like a decent amount of muscle definition, but like not enough to me to be able to. He's not skinned. I can't see his muscles underneath his arm, so I can't draw them very well. But hey, whatever. These hands are slightly mispositioned. This hand should actually be further back because sword go like this. Which actually, we're gonna grab the ruler again because I think I should just use a fucking ruler if I'm trying to draw a sword. Because it always looks wrong when I draw the sword and then the handle's crooked, like, and it annoys me. I saw a tattoo of somebody who had a sword tattooed on them. It was Asta's sword from Black Clover, and it was crooked. The blade was crooked. That really annoyed me. All right, that's good. Sure, we'll keep it that length. He does use he uses like, it's not a long sword, that's not a short sword, it's in between. I don't remember what it's called. He doesn't really know anything about swords. That's he can summon his swords too, so he just summons random swords. It's not even swords, actually. He just summons random weapons. Okay, let me find the locket drawing. No. Let me set it down. Oh, here's my anatomy practice. Actually reminds me, some of this is anatomy, and I don't know how YouTube treats stuff like that, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we're covering the bits that are anatomy. There's a tattoo. There's a fish. Okay, I literally can't find it. Where's the freaking amulet that I drew for him? There's a dragon, that means I'm close. There's another dragon, that means I'm close. There it is, okay. So it's just like a yin-yang symbol. That's kind of a good hand. It's just like a yin-yang symbol. Okay. Those are some good shapes. Let's go ahead and just set that there. I really need to do like a look through of that sketchbook. There's some good drawings in there. I really like that sketchbook. That's my one that I take with me everywhere. That I just draw random shit in. Don't really care. 90% of the drawings in that sketchbook are in pen too. I'm actually a lot more comfortable drawing with a pen than a pencil because of that. Because that's my sketchbook that I draw in. So it is something I need to get more used to drawing with a pencil. You could just say, hey, just draw with a pen then. But I want to draw with a pencil, so that is, I could draw with a pen all the time, but I want to draw with a pencil, so I do need a little bit more practice. I need to also grab a sharpener. How long is it? 18 minutes. It seems as if I dilly-dallied a little too much. Probably because I keep telling stories and pausing and talking a lot. But, no. Shh, wipe it onto the carpet. Nobody's gonna know. You're not gonna tell my mom, right? You're not gonna tell my mom, right? It's okay. There's a vacuum cleaner right through that wall. Need a vacuum anyways. Oh no, I broke the fucking lead again. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. And I realized something that I just wanted to point out. This is more of a sea serpent than a dragon. Is that something I realized when I was staring at what I was drawing. It's not that important. But it is. I have this whole story that Banana Man is the whole world of it. I have so much more of the environment and the creatures and everything like that. So much more of all of this written out than the actual story. Like, I have how Banana Man meets the main party of people that he travels with. That is written out. How some of the other people meet, that's there. But there's still a large portion of the story that's just missing. How some of the characters meet is just, I don't know. I can't think of anything and just haven't bothered to. But you know how dragons work and how they use fire and how they do everything else. I thought that out. Come up with all kinds of stuff, all kinds of ideas for that story. Try to make the world feel lived in with all kinds of things. But I can't come up with how the hell fucking the one pink lady meets everybody else. I don't know her name. None of them have names either. Banana Man, that's Banana Man's name in the story. There's a man that I just called the guy with no name because I couldn't come up with a name for him. And he's not based off anybody, so I just said the guy with no name. Then there's the guy I just call 3 kobolds in a trench coat because I made a joke with the little one about him being 3 kobolds in a trench coat because he's a lizard person. So now I just call him that. He doesn't have a name. Then there's Tinker Tank. He's a tinkerer. But, like, I didn't give him a name, so he's just called Tinker Tank. And there's all kinds of other ones. The pink lady has a nickname, too. I just can't remember it. It's written down. It's what I refer her as her, or refer to her. That's what I call her. I just don't remember what it is. All right. But yeah, I did decide that, you know what, that's just going to be part of the story. Them not having normal names, that's just going to be part of the story. And part of the reason they're all going to be together. None of them have normal names. Why do none of them have normal names? Banana Man doesn't have a normal name because his parents did not care enough to actually name him, and he was mistakenly named by Wimp, which is a goblin that I have. Which that's actually how he has this amulet, and he keeps this amulet with him. Wimp gave it to him. He does not know that. He does not know Wimp. Because Wimp saved him when he was a wee child, and he does not remember her. She has the other end of this locket. There was 2 sides. She has the other end. It is not actually important. Nothing happens when you join them together or anything like that. Literally nothing happens. She has the other end, and that's how he's gonna realize, like, oh, you had the other end of this. Mysterious. Actually, I literally just decided that right now. I didn't even think about there being a different side to the locket, but I also don't know if this is the yin or the yang side. Like, I don't know if this is the black side or the white side, because I don't remember which side is which. I don't know which side's yin and which side's yang. But I did give that to him with the express purpose of that being important, but then I genuinely forgot which side was which. So at the moment, there's no color. I don't shade it in, and I guess it's left white, so I guess right now it's the white one. I just don't know which is which. But yeah, I also kind of just gave that to him because he needed accessories, because he doesn't have enough special stuff to his character. Because, like, he doesn't have a special weapon. He summons his weapons out of thin air, so he doesn't have special weapons. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna clean this up. The rest is just gonna be time lapse. Because it's been like 25 minutes. Yeah, it's been 24 minutes. I don't want to go over 30 minutes for this. So yeah, you'll see me again when it's done. You'll see the time lapse. I'm gonna stop talking now. Have a wonderful day. Time lapse. Alrighty, I finished it. I had a little trouble with the sword. It still doesn't look like how I wanted it, but it's better than it was. Everything else, I think it actually looks really, really good. Like, these sleeves, way better than I thought they were going to be. I quite outdone myself, I think. And like the folds, the little bit that's going over his belt, I like it all. I did forget to add the rest of the holes in his belt though, which I'll just go ahead and do now. Yeah, there's some areas that aren't perfect right here. His neck could probably use a little work. The pumpkin shape's not the best, but I really like it. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. No, yeah, subscribe and stuff.